Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Prasaya Namaste, Saraswati Devi. We're gonna try to get this. Got the right idea. So 1, 2, 1, 2. It starts like this. Look.
There's another one.
And Srimad Bhagavatam says, Srinvitam Sukita Krishna Punyashavana Kirtana Vidyanta Stova Bhadvani Vidamuti Suritsatam. It says that by hearing the messages of Krishna, by hearing the glorification of the Lord, the Supreme Lord cleanses the heart of material enjoyment, the desire for material enjoyment. And it says that that the devotional service to the Lord becomes fixed in the heart as an irrevocable fact. That's what we are aiming for. And that's what our perception of Srila Prabhupada is, that he's satisfied in devotional service. Doesn't want anything else. Everything is there in serving Krishna. We had some service years ago in New Vrindavan, taking care of the cows, and just beyond the barn there was a fence and a pasture there, and there's a little grove of trees. They called it Krishnadam. It was the kindergarten, little children in the kindergarten. And we could hear them chanting, and we can try this now. It sort of like it kind of seeps into you. We hear the children, imagine like little children, like 6, 5-year-old. We are satisfied living in the forest of Vrindavan. We are satisfied living in the forest of Vrindavan. We are satisfied living in the forest of Vrindavan. We are satisfied living in the forest of Vrindavan. What does it mean to be living in the forest of Vrindavan? Are we birds and squirrels and insects? No, we're satisfied in the devotional service of the Lord. It's interesting to hear that. It's very interesting to consider that, to aspire for that, to endeavor for that, and to experience that. Unceasing, unmotivated devotional service to Krishna is the only thing that will satisfy this self. And in that conversation with Srila Prabhupada, Bhutta Bhavana was asking, do we have to specifically ask for pure devotional service? And Prabhupada said, yeah. And then another devotee said, Prabhupada, we see that you want us to be Krishna conscious. And Prabhupada said, no. And we were like, whoa, wait a minute. You don't want us to be Krishna conscious? He said, the Babaji, sitting on the bank of Radhakund, chanting day and night for decades, is being Krishna conscious. But if you want to be my disciple, I'm not simply asking you to be Krishna conscious. I was asking you to give Krishna consciousness, right? Mm-hmm. If we don't give it, we don't get it. But if we give it, we will simultaneously get it. We have to give it away to get it, which is, we have to, we don't have to, but if we want to please Krishna. We were speaking recently right here about Radharani, Srimati Radharani. She's singing for Krishna, she's cooking for Krishna, she's, doing so many things to please Krishna. But one of the things that she does is the most pleasing to Krishna. When someone else comes, she goes, this one is a better devotee than me. Please. Right? She's giving devotional service to Krishna, inspiring us, guiding us, drawing us in to that activity and that experience, and that pleases Krishna so much. So by whatever means people have, whatever facility, whatever gift, whatever, work you do, it can be done in such a way that it provides a doorway for others to come. Where would 22nd Avenue be without the doorway? Right?
True.
It just becomes we met Virginia. We are around the corner, out near Route 250. You go around that other fork, and there's it's all little mountains and valleys, and in this valley, you look at the mailboxes, kittle, 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 kittle. Everybody there is married to their cousin, it becomes like, what do they call it, inbred,
Yeah.
and something to be said for enriching. They have this thing now about, the immigrants are coming in. The immigrants, so what? There's plenty here for everyone. I mean, that's one way to look at it. I was looking up on the internet a few days ago, how many Italian, because all four of my grandparents came from Italy, how many Italian immigrants came in in the area when they came in the 30s and 40s?
A lot.
Gazillions. I mean, millions and millions and millions. I looked up how many Irish came in.
Million.
Right? Hello, Hare Krishna. Welcome. Hare Krishna. Radhe. Please come in. Please come up in the front here. Welcome. They were talking about people coming in, and people are coming in.
Yeah, the doorway, you said. Doorway. That's the doorway.
Yeah? Does this lady need a chair? Would you prefer a chair? You're okay sitting here? Good, okay, please sit down. It's okay. And that was an interesting experience for me in 1973 when I first came to a temple. Went to the Brooklyn Temple on Henry Street. There were 250 devotees at Mangal Artik at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
I was like, what's going on here at 4 o'clock in the morning, Because Prabhupada kept the door open. And naturally, it's very complicated to house, feed, engage people coming in at that rate, keeping them from killing each other, basically. But that's the style of management he had. At New Vrindavan, we had 700 devotees at one time. In a weekend, 25 people would move in 2 days. Turn around, they would show up, a girl with 3 kids and no husband, people coming from every strata, and they were included and welcomed and engaged and fed in varieties of ways. These days they've whittled it down a little bit. It's not wrong, but it's another style of management. It practically takes an act of Congress for somebody to move into the temple. You have to have, they're very careful because they realize that it's not easy. And one thing Prabhupada said, he said that president of the country takes on 1/5 of the karma of everybody in the country. You think it's some cushy job where you get to boss people around and, but we asked him, well, what about the temple president? He said, temple president takes all. It's very interesting. We have a guest program on the west side that we really want to invite everybody to come and see. We just came and saw it recently.
Yeah.
She told me she was afraid to go there. Because she said, if I like it, I might wind up quitting my job and going to come there. Because it's kind of interesting. We had 91 guests there last night. Last year we had 44,000 guests over the course of the year.
Wow.
And they're all getting a little prasadam and books and Devotees Association, and many of them come and help with prasad distribution for the homeless. We take care of that program. And from the guest program, we spend $10,000 a month to distribute Krishna's prasad for the homeless by Krishna's grace. And because we use the Lakshmi that they give us for the rooms to support that, they're actually already engaging in devotional service just by staying there. We have some fragrance in the air. When they walk in, if they breathe, they're taking prasadam. You know, interesting concept. And the idea is to preach in the dining area. Last night we were speaking to somebody from Japan, somebody from South Africa, somebody from Spain, somebody from Colorado, somebody from, everywhere, from one place, and they come in and they have it's a doorway. And kind of interesting that Das does about 10 times more preaching than I do. It's just amazing. He's a doorway. We call him the snagger, right?
Yeah.
Alice, who's now working at 8th Avenue, she's walking along while the prasad system is going, hey, miss. Next thing you know, she's helping to serve prasad and then she's cleaning up. And she's coming and help to cook. Now she's working at 8th Avenue. She's chanting japa. She's coming to the morning program almost every day. She's, I see her running up and taking pictures of the deities with her camera when the darshan comes on. So he just snags people right off the street. I saw him the other day. There was a guy running along 4th Street, and Das comes popping out of the kitchen and goes running along next to him. Goes in jogging shorts and sneakers, and Das is talking to him, and he's going, no.
All that Das, he got his own ways, man.
He does. It's mystical. And the guy's going, no. And then they stop and they're talking, and the guy's going, no. I don't know what he was saying, but he was going, and then he was shaking his head slower. Next thing you know, the two of them were running in the kitchen, and he's in there raising the cake.
They say that guy's still running in the kitchen.
He's running in the kitchen. But another guy was walking along 4th Street with a toilet bowl. And, I see him going in the kitchen with Das, He owns a 2 or 3 buildings there, right? But that guy with the toilet bowl. Anyway, he just brings people every day, and sooner or later they're, included. So that's what Prabhupada is asking us to do, that pleasing Krishna. Krishna says, no one is more dear to me than one who shares this message. When we give it, we get it.
Hare Krishna.
So we're trying. And
You guys actually doing.
What?
You guys doing.
By Krishna's grace. Now, one devotee was saying to me recently, we've seen what you're doing. You want everybody to praise you for feeding the homeless. See that? I understand. You're just trying to get adoration. And I said, yeah, we are. We're not afraid to do something wonderful and show it to other people. But when they say you're doing something wonderful, we say,
Thanks to Krishna's mercy.
How wonderful is
How
Krishna?
wonderful is Krishna.
yeah, how wonderful is Krishna. Well, glories to Prabhupada. We pass it on, right? Chedi Raj, they were saying to him in the prasadam room, Chedi, you lead such great kirtans. You're doing so wonderful service on on Sankirtan. You're distributing books. You're giving classes. And he was going like this. And I was thinking, what the hell is he doing? He's going. Then he went like this. What can I tell you? My spiritual master is making me into a jewel. Giving the credit, we're taking it. Oh no, not me. I don't do anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
We probably all heard this story. We were doing a program in South Jersey. This Indian gentleman has a. You heard that story before, right?
They washed your feet.
What?
They washed your feet.
Yeah. Well, what happened was, we went there, just 2 of us in the vehicle, and he has this big house. You can't even see from one end to the other, right? And his wife is like a community organist. They're that tribe of Indians, I mean, you must have had 100 people on the front lawn chanting, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And so we get out of the van, and this other devotee has the deities, little Gornitai deities, walks up the, what do you call it?
Steps, pathway?
Yeah, the pathway up, coming up to the house, you know, and everybody's chanting, and then the lady goes, and they bring out this chair. So the devotee sits down in the chair with the deities, and then she goes, and her children come out with a big bowl and a pitcher and a towel. And the devotee realizes, they're gonna wash my feet. Oh no. The devotee jumps up with the deities and runs back to the van. I'm not worthy, I'm not worthy, I'm not worthy, I'm not worthy. Jumps in the van, closes the door, locks the door, and pulls the curtain. And the kirtan stops. And the lady looks at me and goes, Adi, she points to the chair. I was thinking, okay, I'm going back to the van, you know. But now, I explained this before, and you might think it's a stretch. When they had me do Prabhupada's memories, I told this story and they cut this story out because they probably thought it was too much of a stretch. I said I heard Srila Prabhupada's voice. Now, it wasn't an audio. You can hear Prabhupada say, give them prasad. Can you hear that? It's sort of like an audio memory, right? So I heard Prabhupada's voice. You accept this on my behalf. I sit down in the chair and this beautiful Indian lady with a gold filigree sari, jasmine flowers in her hair, kneels down on the ground and is taking off my socks. Then she starts washing my feet with warm milk. And as the milk is dripping off my feet, she's drinking the milk. And the kirtan starts up and everybody's chanting and I'm going, oh my God.
You saved the day.
What?
You saved the day.
But the grace of my spiritual master, you know, by his and I went back, I told my authority what happened. He said, if you accept it thinking it's for you, or you reject it thinking it's for you, it's the same damn thing. You're accepting this on behalf of your spiritual master and the Sampradaya and Krishna. Not, you cannot do, no, you accept it, but you pass it on. You pass it on. And that's appropriate. We are transparent this way. Whatever we have to say is only what we've heard from Guru and Scripture. We are transparent that way. Whatever they give us, respect, donation, it goes where it's supposed to go. If you go in the bank and you give the teller $100 and he goes, no, I cannot. You're supposed to put it in the drawer, stupid. Ridiculous, you know. Not for you, you know, right? The tax collector collects taxes on behalf of the government. The Viceroy Prabhupada calls it, you know. So we are there on Krishna's behalf. And so what? They praise us. We're not afraid. We don't deny it. We don't reject it. Take it and then we go, my spiritual master is making me into it. Jewel. Guru. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. We say that, right? Jayam Sva Vishnupad. All glories to the assembled devotees.
Hare Krishna.
All glories to the assembled devotees.
Hare Krishna.
It's a reflex, like a knee jerk, you know. We instantly pass it along. If the lightning hits the lightning rod, and you don't have that cable that goes down into the ground to carry all that energy and heat and fire into the earth, the lightning rod will melt, the house will burn down, right? So we have to be connected both ways. This way, what we say, coming from Krishna, what they respond, going to Krishna. Otherwise, what do we have? So we try to do a few songs. Come on, how much time do we have?
30 minutes.
We have 30 minutes? Oh my God. Okay. We try to include everybody. Could I have those? We try to include everybody in this. Yes, this is around. Say that again, please? Wait, I'm trying to say that. I had trouble with the printer, so.
Is it this one?
It's a big thing.
Oh, great.
So I'm going to ask you to participate.
How many more you have?
Just a minute, I'm going looking. We're asking everyone to participate.
We got
Participate.
Maybe you guys could share it. Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Yeah. It's big
That's
different. Yeah.
Oh, there's more.
That's, I think everybody has.
Everybody has it?
Yeah,
Okay.
just give Das
So-
one.
Sometimes when we have the Vyas Purusa,
What is that one? Everybody has.
when we have the Vyas
Anybody
Purusa,
need more? Everybody good?
We're good. Thank you.
when we have the Vyas Purusa ceremony, we're glorifying the spiritual master. Sometimes they ask individuals to speak, and so everybody listens while that person talks about Prabhupada. So this is a little different format. Instead of talking about Prabhupada, we're talking to our guru, and we're all doing this together, so that it's not a one-man show. How does this go? Gurudev, with a drop of your mercy, make the servant always abide, and me strength in adversity, cool my soul that burns with pride. Now there's the words, there's the meaning of the words, and then there's the feeling behind what you're saying. So we're going to do this a few times, and each time try to reach down in your heart and express these words with a deep feeling for your spiritual master. Gurudev,
Love of your mercy,
make
His
this
servant always abide. Grant me strength in adversity, cool my soul that burns with pride.
Again, one more time, deep feeling.
Gurudev, with a drop of your mercy, make this servant always abide. Grant me strength in adversity, cool my soul that burns with pride.
Okay, we'll try another verse.
Gurudev, in Krishna's creation, let me be a vessel of your peace, chanting the holy name in jubilation. Only then will all my ailments cease.
One more time, please.
Everybody.
Gurudev, in Krishna's creation, let me be a vessel of your peace, chanting the holy name in jubilation. Only then will all my senses
Go to the next
cease.
verse.
Gurudev, I'm fallen and low. Without your grace, useless am I. Waves of tears would surely flow. Without your love, I soon would die.
Again.
Gurudev, I'm fallen and low. Without your grace, useless am I. Waves of tears would surely flow. Without your love, I soon would die.
You believe that?
Yeah.
Go to the last one.
Gurudev, your mercy please bestow. This wretched sinner forever to save. a swan, I'm just a crow. Keep me as your beloved slave. Today this sweet place bestow this wretched sinner forever to save. And you're a swan, I'm just a crow. Keep me as your beloved slave.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare
Go to the
Hare.
first verse again.
Good day with a drop of your mercy. Make this servant always alive. Grant me strength in adversity, and cool my soul which burns with pride.
Krishna Prabhupada.
Thank you, Adi.
Well, I think Prabhupada heard that.
It's a miracle this movement is so strong.
What's that?
It's a miracle this movement is so strong. Like so many years later.
Beauty is in the heart of the beholder. So you have beautiful eyes. Let me see
Should I
what's in
collect them?
So can you look and see what's in here? I'm looking for that. Now this is a song written by a 12-year-old kid. Yeah, you have a few of those? Yeah, have some around. We know that Prabhupada wants us to. Everybody have one? Everybody have one?
This is up here now? Yes.
Hari Kirtan, you ever hear of Hari Kirtan? Chakravarti's son. We know Prabhupada wants to.
Yeah.
We know Prabhupada wants us to give Krishna consciousness, so we have a pretty simple message. Does somebody have one of those? Let's see if I remember this song. You remember this? This is our message. This is what we're supposed to give, right? Let me sing it a little bit and then you guys can get in. Behold the people of this world. Hold on a second, let me go through it and let's see if we can get it.
Adi.
Behold the people of this world, the darkness flees, the rising sun, appearing as his holy name. The mighty Lord has come. Let's try that verse. Behold the people of this world, the darkness flees, the rising sun, appearing as his holy name.
The mighty Lord
Mighty Lord has come. Behold, O people of this world, the darkness flees, the rising sun, appearing as his holy name.
The mighty Lord
The mighty Lord has come.
holy name. The mighty Lord has
The mighty Lord has come. It's true, Krishna's coming. And where the sunshine goes, the darkness disappears. They say, don't fight the darkness, light a candle. Behold, O people of this world, the darkness leaves the rising sun, appearing as his holy name.
The mighty Lord has
The mighty Lord has come. Next verse. Let's open up our hearts with praise, with love that we don't know. The chanting of his holy name awakens it and makes it grow. Again. Let's open up our hearts with praise, with love that we don't know. The chanting of his holy name awakens it and makes it grow. One more time. Let's open up our hearts with praise, with the love that we don't know. The chanting of his holy name awakens it and makes it grow. Next verse. Rejoice and chant the holy name, spread it freely everywhere. It breaks the chains of death and sin. It frees us from all sorrow and all care. Let's open up our hearts with praise. Sorry. Rejoice and chant the holy name, spread it freely everywhere. It breaks the chains of death and sin. It frees us from all sorrow and all care. Thank you. Rejoice and chant the holy name, spread it freely everywhere. It breaks the chains of death and sin. It frees us from all sorrow and all cares. One more time. Rejoice and chant the holy name, spread it freely everywhere. It breaks the chains of death and sin. It frees us from all sorrow and all care. Behold, the Lord has come today, appearing as his holy name. Let's dance and chant with faith and love. To all the world his glory we proclaim. Behold, the Lord has come today, appearing as his holy name. Let's dance and chant with faith and joy. To all the world his glory we proclaim. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Behold, all people of this world, the darkness flees the rising sun, appearing as his holy name. The mighty Lord has come. Next verse. Let's open up our hearts with praise, there's love that we don't know. The chanting of his holy name awakens it, makes it grow. Rejoice and chant the holy name, spread it freely everywhere. It breaks the chains of death and sin. It frees us from all sorrow and all care. Behold, the Lord has come today, appearing as his holy name. Let's dance and chant with faith and joy. To all the world his glory Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, yes, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. First verse. For all people of this world, the sea, the rising sun, the revealing of His holy name.
The mighty Lord has
So open up our hearts with praise. There is love that we don't know. Chanting of His holy name awakens it and makes it grow. Joys and chant the holy name, spread it freely everywhere. Break the chains of death and sin. Jesus from all sorrow and all care. Behold, the Lord has come today, appearing as His holy name. With dance and chant, with faith and joy, to all the world His glory we proclaim.
proclaim Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank God. Something special.
Sometimes we do that melody kirtan for like 2 hours. People are just swirling around, dancing back and forth, jumping, screaming.
Nice rhythm.
This festival with bonfire.
Behold, O people of this world, the darkness flees the rising sun.
And the lyrics very fitting, you know.
Appearing as His holy name. It's our message. The mighty Lord has come in the form of His name. Okay. Kumar Prabhu, how much time do we have?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Maybe we'll do one more song. Let's see what we got here. Tell the story about.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Okay, Dasa's requesting a story. We had an invitation to speak at NYU.
Wow.
You know NYU?
Yeah.
It's a kind of a practically an Ivy League school.
Not really, but
Very expensive.
Practically means
in money, not in
More or less.
Very
No.
expensive.
it's expensive, right?
Very.
So the man called me up. Adi, you're supposed to be here talking at NYU. Where are you? What's going on? I didn't even hear about it. Nobody told me. I was like, okay. So I got on my bicycle, I went over here to the address, I went through security, I got up to the floor, I found the room. It was 150 Muslim graduate students in a room. You heard this story before, right, Kumar? Yeah. So they all look like this. Very unhappy. I don't know what happened before I got there. Maybe somebody died or bad smell or something. They just look so disturbed, you know. All the girls had the headscarf on, you know, very conservative, intelligent people. And I just took one look in that room and I said, I'm not going in there. I turned around to leave, and the man up on the stage said, "Oh, Adi's here, Adi, okay, come on up on the stage." I was like, oh my God. I get up on the stage, he introduces me, he hands me the microphone, he says, "All right, you have 5 minutes." 5 minutes? And wait. Who are these people? What's going on here? He says, "These are the graduate students. These are the medical students and the law students, postgraduate." I said, okay. I have the microphone, I'm looking at them, they're looking at me. My mind is totally blank. No idea what to say. Absolutely, Christian just vacuum valley, empty brain. It's embarrassing because they're looking at you and I'm holding the microphone and I can't think what to say. I said, well, I have to tell you honestly, I have absolutely no idea what to say to you. And I thought that was hilarious, you know. They break out laughing out. They're laughing at me because I look so stupid, you know. Because the university's professors prepare for 25 years to get their opportunity to be a professor, and they know exactly what they're going to say. And here's this fool on the stage with the microphone, and what does he say? He doesn't know what to say. What a dummy! And they're laughing at me. And I was like, hello. I'm telling you honestly, I don't know what to say. But I'm going to make a prayer that God will show me what to say. Right? I'm born in the darkest vision. I'm going to make a prayer that God will show me what to say. So then they went like this, which was kind of nice, but also scary. Yes! 150 people screamed out, yes! I was like, oh, that was kind of positive, but still a little, maybe we can milk that a little bit. We only want to say what God wants to say, right? And yes! Oh my God. We only want to hear what God wants to say, right? Yes! I said, oh my God. People are so responsive, but if I say the wrong thing, they're going to throw me right out the window. They're like, on it, I said, okay, so I still don't know what to say. Christianity. Okay, so you guys are obviously you're involved with higher education. Maybe I can share with you my experience with the educational system. Okay, so I was expelled, and then they burst out laughing. I was expelled because you get my experience with the educational system. I got thrown out. They thought that was funny for some reason. Expelled is kind of like an electric word in a highly competitive academic atmosphere. I was expelled, and they're laughing, from kindergarten, and then they really started laughing because I got thrown out of school in kindergarten after 2 days. And they were laughing so hard they were crying and punching each other. They went from laughing at me to screaming at me to outright prolonged laughter. I finally said, hello! I only have 4 minutes. Come on, quiet down. Okay, so you go to school, you're a kid, you're a child, you're a student, you don't know anything, right? The school is going to train you up to be a human being. Ideally, that's what school is about, right? They're going to train you to how society works, how you interact with society. Whew. Okay, so the teacher's going to tell you what to do, obviously. So the teacher has this teacher voice. Okay, children, we're going to play a game. The name of the game is musical chairs. You know this game, musical chairs? 25 children, 24 chairs, right? And the teacher plays the piano. When she stops playing, everybody fights for the chairs, right? Now this is in the Bronx. You've heard of the Bronx?
Oh my God.
Yeah, and this is in a very bad neighborhood in the Bronx. And kindergarten children are like barbarians, they don't have very highly developed social graces. So you tell them to fight for the chairs, that's it, It's a license to kill, So the music stops. They start ripping each other's clothes and pushing in. Chairs are getting thrown around. Children are getting thrown around. It was brutal. It was actually horrific, and then not just once. 25, 24, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. Music and a fight, music and a fight, music and a fight, music and a fight. And it gets more and more intense because the more gentle children are eliminated and the more aggressive children are still in the game. So it gets more and more heavy duty, So it gets down to 2 children and 1 chair. I had to cover my face like this when I told them this part because I was kind of embarrassed. I said, my body is 76 years old. So this happened like 6.5 decades ago, right? I can still see the face of the little girl I pushed out of the way to get the last chair. Hey, but that was the funniest thing in the world, you know. I can still see the face of this little girl. I'm trying to remember her name, Ellen. You know, sweet little girl, you know. Really passionate and heavy duty, but it was me or her, and I just hit her, you know, pushed her. So the teacher was going, "You won, you won, you won," and I was thinking, "What did I win? What did I just do? What did they teach it? What are they teaching us in the school? I can't believe I just did that. That was really terrible, actually." So then the next day, the teacher makes her announcement. "Okay, we're going to play musical chairs!" You know, I just stood up. I said, wait. No. I can't do, no. All of it, no. I can't do this again. So, you know, the teacher has to keep 25 children busy for 5 hours. Try that. Kumar can tell you. You have to be the adult in the room, and if you space out, the whole class is, you know, gone, you know. So I tell her, let's not do this. She looks at me like dirt. Kid, get your chair. Everybody get your chair, get your chair. I said, no. She said, get your chair. I said, no. Get your chair. I said, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do this again. Which is right in front of everybody, and the teacher is like, you know, disturbed because she's the center of attention and she's getting yelled at by a little kid. So he says, okay, class, this is what we do when somebody won't do what the teacher says to do. You go sit in the corner, go over there, get out of here, go sit over there, get out, you don't go put your face in the corner, get out of here. You don't have to play. I was like, great, you know, I was so happy, you know. I went over there, I'm sitting there like, you know, and then I hear my friend Robert, I don't want to play this game either. So Robert came over to the two of us are like sitting in the corner like, you know, we don't have to do it, you know. Then we start hearing the rest of the class going, we don't want to play this game. We don't want to play this game. We don't want to play this. The whole class comes over to the corner, and then she's going, children, come, wait a minute, I'm the teacher, come back here. The whole mutiny, like revolution, everybody's in the corner and shaking, and she's yelling. She comes stomping over to the corner, grabs me by the arm, pew, out of the classroom, down to the principal's office. I had been in the principal's office so many times in my school. They had called my mother, they sent me home, and the next day they wouldn't let me back in the building. I got expelled from kindergarten.
What a task, man.
My mother showed me this paper. Your son is not ready for school. He's disobeying the teacher, he's disturbing all the students. So I got thrown, I had to go to another school. And my mother showed me this paper. Your son is not ready to school, you know. So I went to another school. So the Muslim kids are laughing. I said, see, think it's supposed to be a game. Right? Musical chairs, it's a game. It's supposed to be fun, friendly competition. But think about this. What is this game teaching the children about how the world works? It seems like it's teaching the children, this is life. There's not enough for everybody. So when you want to get your part, you push somebody down and you go up, and that's how we play the game of life, and you better learn that here in kindergarten because you're going to need this skill, you know. I was thinking, like, that's really kind of sick, you know. You're going to teach children to fight each other to get because there's not enough, you know. And it's supposed to be fun, you know. So I was telling them, now that's one way to look at the world. I mean, a lot of people think like that. I work so hard. I spend all the money on myself. I'm a good person. These other people, somebody should do something about them. Not my problem, right? But actually, you guys are religious, right? You believe in God? You believe in God? Okay, so as far as we understand, God is concerned for everyone. So if somebody's less fortunate and you want to be a godly person, you do something to help them. You don't just push them aside. So we take care of, I didn't even know why I was there, but a guy called me up, you know, at the last minute. I said, so we can share with you that we take care of distributing some hot meals for the homeless people in the street. It's not a really big program, but we're doing what we can. And you guys are welcome to come and help. So I gave them little business cards so they could all help. And they were clapping. And I thought, okay, I'm out of here. You know, they're clapping. I was uncomfortable right from the first minute. I'm leaving. So I go to leave. And I had a hooded sweatshirt on. The guy grabbed me by my hooded sweatshirt. And I was like, I And everybody's laughing because I look stupid again. I said, sir, what's the problem? You have 2 more minutes. You have to talk for 2 more minutes. I said, that's absurd. What can anybody say in 2 minutes? He's got me by the... I said, okay, I could make a prayer that God will show me what to say, and everybody laughed at that. For some reason, that was funny now. I know everything's funny now. I said, okay, so I'll make a prayer, and I'll tell you 1 more minute. When I was about 11 years old, I had a friend named Dennis Hanley, German family. They lived on East Avenue. And Dennis was blonde hair, very strong kid, very passionate, and he had 4 brothers, so there's 5 boys in the family. And when we played football, we used to say, the Hanley on our side. If they're on the other side, they'll kill us. This is like, tackle football without any equipment in the Bronx in 19 whatever. So my mother used to tell me, don't go play with the Hanley. You always get in trouble when you play with the Hanley. I'm not going to tell you what we did to get in trouble, but one day I went to the street where the Hanleys live, and the mother came out of the house, Mrs. Hanley, and a lady from across the street came out of the house. She looked at Mrs. Hanley and she said, Irene! This is a woman, that's how they talk in my neighborhood. You kids are animals! They belong in the jungle, not even in the zoo. You kids are animals. I was like, oh my God. There's people in the street. It's the middle of the day, and she's yelling across the street at Mrs. Hanley. And Mrs. Hanley was very cool. She didn't get upset or angry or go back in the house or even look embarrassed. She just stood there. When the lady stopped screaming, she said, Marie, if my kids were like animals, it would be an improvement. She didn't even think it was an insult. She thought it was a compliment. I didn't understand what she was talking about, but Scripture explains that Krishna gives us free will. We can choose what kind of a person we're going to be. We can choose to be like a civilized human being. We can choose on another level, we can choose to be like an animal. Dog eat dog, law of the jungle, every man for himself. There are people like that, they act like animals. Human level, animal level, then there's another level, lower. The lower than animal level. Some people, what they do to each other, what they do to themselves, even animals wouldn't do, because animals are kind of innocent, right? So you have the human level, the animal level, and the lower than animal level. Wait a minute, William is making a comment. William is warm. We will stop the story until he adjusts the air conditioner.
Am I the only one that's warm?
We'll stop. It's okay, as soon as you're ready, we'll go.
I can't see it. I don't have my glasses.
Oh, he doesn't have his glasses.
Ouch.
So there's the human level, the animal level, and the lower than animal level.
Thank you.
And if you're religious, God works in your life and you go up. You become less selfish, you become less cruel, you become considerate, you become compassionate, you become generous. So you go lower than animal, higher than human being, or there's another level higher than a human being. If you're really religious, you can become like a saint, like a holy person, like an angel. God works in your life. If you practice your religion, you don't just believe it, right? You practice it. So we encourage you to practice religion. You're all invited to come and out, feed the homeless, and I have to go. And they jumped up, clapping, right? And I ran out of the room. I literally jumped off the stage and ran out. Didn't want that guy to catch me again, So I get home and he calls me up at the office. Adi, we invite you to NYU. NYU. And you mess it up. I said, sir, I did the best I can. I thought they liked it. He said they loved it! They were standing up, clapping, cheering after 5 minutes. It was fantastic. I said, well, what's the problem? He said, when they're standing up, clapping, and cheering, you didn't ask them for a donation. What's wrong with you? These people spend $60,000 a year for one student to go to NYU for one year. And you're feeding the homeless. And they're clapping. These people from Dubai, all these places, they have so much money. And you didn't ask them for a donation. You just ran out of the room. But they were standing up clapping. He said, I didn't know. I'm sorry, I didn't know. He said, see, they have their dogma. They have their belief system. They have their rituals. They have their ceremonies. But I'm trying to tell them, do something in the name of God. Make some love in the world. Make a little sacrifice. Don't just believe it. Right? Oh, so I said, but you didn't tell me I could ask him for money. I didn't know that. He goes, maybe next time. He said, yeah, maybe next time. But he didn't call me back. But the kids have been coming out. I gave them a little business card. They've been coming out and helping. So the distribution for the homeless is an interfaith program. Hare Krishna. We have Muslim people, Christian people, Jewish people working together instead of killing each other. Good idea, right?
Elevating themselves.
Not just tolerating each other, but actually working together. So we have this Holy Name program. You've heard of it. We need somebody who can appreciate Christianity. Okay, so we're going to do an interfaith Harinam. Angel, maybe you can join with William and go like this. Yesu, Jesus. Yesu, Yesu, Yesu. So we're going to ask you to keep doing that. And then we need somebody who appreciates the Jewish tradition. You? Okay. Maybe you know the Shema? Anybody know the Shema? Yeah. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Can you do that? Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Keep going. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. You ready? Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Okay, now we're going to add one more. Do people know, you've heard of the Muslim tradition?
Yeah, that's
If
your
you tell you-
students at NYU.
Maybe you can do this. Or maybe Jai can do La ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah. Om Mani Padme Hum. Hare it says Harinama, 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 and we give one. It doesn't say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. It says Harinama. So in every tradition, people chant the holy name. We had these amazing Muslim people visiting the Vrindavan, and they did a zikr. Were you there for the zikr?
Yeah, Sufis, right?
And they chant the holy name. La ila la ila la. 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 In every tradition, they call on the name of the Lord in the mood of glorifying the Lord and asking, how can we serve you? Okay.
Thank you so much.
All goes to
All of it goes to